All right, so you're looking for a Jasper AI alternative, and the best way I can show you a better alternative is to show you exactly what this alternative that I have right here does first, and then we can compare both. But first, I think it's important that I show you what this tool does. So the alternative is Journalist AI, right? Try journalist.com. I'll leave a link for this in the description. But let's go over exactly what this does and how powerful it is, right? First off, I'm going to show you what the output of the content that this tool generates is. So I go here to my history tab, and don't worry, I'll go over each one of these in just a second here, but I do want to go over the output of the tool. So let's take a look at these 10 articles I've generated using this tool. This is for the surfing niche, so the best surf spots in Portugal. Now, this is exactly what you get, right? An article with a tailored niche down featured image, a proper interactive table of contents, of course, and if I minimize this right here, you'll see that the article is and has a proper structure, right? Bolding out important words, linking out to authoritative sources in the niche, right? So it has, every single article has external links as well as internal links, in-article images. By the way, these are all generated via AI. In-article videos that make sense, that are relevant to what the context of the article is about. And down here, a call to action, a custom call to action. Because this article is about the surfing spots in Portugal, there is a call to action here to purchase a surfboard on this website right here, in this Portuguese surfboard website, right? So this is the type of content you get. Again, niche specific, properly written with bold out words, internal links, external links, in-article images, in-article videos as well that are relevant to what the article is about. When it makes sense, we add bullets. We also add tables in the articles, again, where it makes sense. And you can, with a click of a button, just go here and click post to integration, right? In this case, the integration is my WordPress site. However, there's a lot of integrations that Journalist AI integrates with, mainly the ones you see here: WordPress, Shopify, Ghost, Wix, Webflow, Blogger, Zapier, and even an external API. So every single article you generate using Journalist, you can, with one click, publish to any of these sources. Just go here to your history, click view, and you can either publish all, right, all these 10 to your integration, or individually view each one of these ones and publish them one by one to your integration. Again, all this is generated with AI. The featured image, the table of contents, the content on here, the internal links, the external links, the in-article videos, the in-article images, all this generated with AI, right? Now, if you're not a fan of AI images, you can, of course, use your own images, custom images, or you can use some stock photos or Google license-free photos. I'll go over exactly all these ones in just a second. Now, as you might know, Jasper AI allows you to write content in your brand style, right? Journalist also allows for that, right? You go here to brands, and essentially, without getting too technical, what this does is we connect Journalist AI with your brand, right? Let's say this is your brand. And because your brand has several assets, right? Whether that's social media platforms, whether that's your website, whether that's custom, maybe audio or video or text documents you choose to upload to Journalist AI, because it's connected with your brand, which is connected to all these assets you upload into our AI, right? We are able to produce brand-tailored content in the same tone of voice as your brand, and essentially knowing everything about your brand as possible. So again, by connecting your brand's assets to Journalist, we know as much about your brand as you do. Thus, we're able to produce content that's simply and specifically tailored to your brand and knows exactly every single nitty-gritty thing about your brand, thus being able, again, to produce brand-tailored specific content. So it's not just generic ChatGPT content, right? And on top of that, of course, on top of it being actual content that's tailored to your brand, it is, again, rich in features. For example, here again, this is an article on the gardening niche. 10 tips for starting a garden as a newbie. You can, of course, also change the featured image right here. This is an article rich in internal links, internal images, videos that are relevant to what the content is about. So again, read through the article and find, what is the best video we can include here that's relevant to what this article is about. In this case, this is 12 veggies you can start growing in September, right? All the internal images, all the internal links, external links. By the way, what I mean by internal links is on this article, you should have links to other pages on your website, right? Or other blog posts you've written, right? For example, if this blog post talks about the top 10 tips to start gardening, maybe we're going to link out to an article where you talk about some tools that you should be using as a newbie gardener. We're not going to link to an article about professional gardening tools, because this is an article about how to start a garden as a newbie, right? So all the internal links are relevant and make sense, right? We're never going to link this article that talks about gardening to an article about cats, right? That's never going to happen. The same thing goes for the external links, right? External links link out to authoritative sources. For example, if this article was about finance, we'd be linking out to Wikipedia, Investopedia, TechCrunch, and all these other authoritative sources in the finance niche. Now, that's the part of this. And before I show you how to generate articles with this, let me show you yet something else, which is the auto-blog feature. And what this does essentially is you connect Journalist AI with your integration. Again, your integration could be your WordPress site, Shopify, Blogger, Webflow, any integration, right? And what Journalist does, let's say this is your blog or this is your site, Journalist generates, plus it publishes content on autopilot to your site, right? These are all individual blog posts that Journalist AI will publish to your site on autopilot every single week, day, month, every single hour. And again, if we expand on these ones, let's say this is one of the blog posts, they all have a featured image, a table of contents, of course, the content, in-article images, in-article videos, internal links, external links, a call to action, tables, bullets. All these articles are very well optimized. And again, they will interlink between each other in a way that makes sense, right? All these on autopilot. And I won't set this up right now, but if I go here, I can select the frequency. How many articles do I want every single day, week, month, hour? I can set this up, just hit save, and Journalist AI will have an auto blog generating and publishing content on autopilot that is brand tailored to your brand, right? In your own tone of voice, in your own language, every single, in this case, day, right? So pretty powerful. There are some other features as well, like the indexer here. So essentially, you connect with our indexer, which is connected to Google Search Console, and we will force index the content you generate. So that's always good. There's also keyword monitoring. You just input your URL up here, and we'll give you keywords with low search volume, right, and high traffic that you should be producing content around. And you can just select these, and if you select them, you can connect them with your autoblog, and your autoblog will produce, again, brand tailored, rich content about these keywords right here. Now, talking about content production, we can just go here to the Generate Articles tab. And again, I'll leave a link for this in the description for you to try it out, because you get 3 articles free. There's 4 modes. Simple mode, which essentially you give it a business URL, a description, select however many articles you want to generate. In the language, we allow you to generate content in over 150 different languages. So if you're targeting the international markets like Spanish market, Portuguese, Greek, Turkish, whatever it is, you can generate articles in that language. Just click generate and you're ready to go. Then there's the titles mode, which essentially you give it some titles, select the language, and Journalist AI will generate content based on the titles you give it. Keyword mode, it's similar. You give it keywords, and the content it generates is based on and optimized for those keywords. Now, where the fun begins is with the advanced mode. Now, to use the advanced mode, you have to create a preset first. So if we go here to create a preset, you have 7 steps, and this is where this tool gets extremely, extremely powerful, right? You have 7 steps. The base one being the generation mode. Again, you can generate based on the description, based on titles, or based on keywords. Pretty straightforward. You can also connect your brand. So again, like I said before, you can connect Journalist to your brand, to your assets, and Journalist will know as much as you, as the founder of your brand or the owner or the operator, it will know as much as you do. So it will produce content that as if it were you writing the content, right? Because then it knows everything that is to know about your brand, because it is connected with all your brand's assets. So super powerful here to select a brand if you want the content to be brand tailored. Now, second step is, of course, choosing the language. And in the same vein as the brand voice, you can select the creativity, right? How do you want your content to come across? You want it to be more creative or original, or maybe some more correct or factual. This will, of course, depend on on what the tone of voice your brand speaks in with its potential customers. And you can play around with this. Speaking of tone of voice, you can, of course, select the tone of voice here, make the content more neutral, funny, informal, academic, whatever that is, you can choose it here. Also, with the point of view, right? Do you want the content to be spoken in the first person plural, first person singular, second person, or third person? We give you the ability to choose this right here, and also give it custom instructions, right? This is an advanced feature, which I won't cover right now, but it is extremely, extremely powerful. Then moving on to structure, right? This is where we allow you to select a call to action. So we write the whole article, and at the bottom down here, we will include a CTA, a call to action to your product or service, again, in a way that makes sense, right? If this article talks about gardening, we will link out to your product that talks about gardening, and the anchor text, which is the little text you click to go out to a link, will be relevant to both the article and the product or service you're linking out to. And the best way to for me to explain this is for you to actually try it out and see that both the text in which the anchor text is included in is relevant to both the article and where it links out to. Super, super powerful. Regarding the headings, you can automate them, or you can just write them yourself if you'd like, right? Super, super interesting here. And moving on to internal linking, right? This is where you can add your sitemap. So all the content that's being generated will have internal links to other links that are on your site or other pages. So you want to link out to other blog posts you've written or other pages on your site. You just put in here your sitemap, and we'll automatically read through all the pages on your site and figure out what's the best page or what are the best ways we can build internal links in a relevant way. So essentially, we automate all your internal linking efforts, right? You don't have to read through the article and figure out what's the best place to introduce or to add an internal link, choosing the anchor text. We do all that for you, right? We find the relevant page, and then we find a relevant place on the article you just generated, as well as the anchor text to create that link to. Super powerful, and you can filter it if you want to be a bit more specific. Same thing goes for external linking, right? If we do this automatically, we'll scrape through the internet for relevant articles in your niche and language. So again, if your article is about finance, right, we'll figure out where's the best place to add an external link to, and then link out to that site. Again, if this is finance, most likely going to be TechCrunch, Investopedia, Wikipedia, or any other authoritative website in this niche, right? We'll automate this for you, or you can do it manually if you like. You can add your own links right here if you'd like, right? Then images. Like I said before, you can use your own custom images if you like. So you only using brand images, you can do that. Or you can just use AI images or Google license-free photos or stock photos if you like. You give you a ton of options right here. You can, of course, enable the featured image for the article. And again, in-article images, which I do recommend you enable. And finally, videos. Essentially, this is where we add videos to the articles you generate. We can do this automatically, so we'll read through the article, then go on YouTube and try to find the most relevant video or videos to include in the article that you just generated, right? It's not going to be random. It's not going to be random, sorry. Or you can just do this manually and add your videos right here, and we'll use the videos you had right here. You click Create Preset, then go again to Generate Articles, Advanced Mode, and then select the preset you just created, and then select however many articles you want to generate, and just click Generate, right? And this is the true power of journalists. It all stems from automation, right? It all stems from Journalist AI learning about your brand and then being able to produce rich content with images, calls to action, internal links, external links, videos. And then you can take this content and have it automatically be published to your Shopify store, to your WordPress blog, whatever it is, right? Via an autoblog, right? On top of that, you can index it automatically, and you can also find the keywords that you should be targeting with your AI. And this is something that ChatGPT doesn't do, and Jasper AI definitely doesn't do as well. So I think, of course, I'm a bit biased because I do own this tool, but I do think Journalist AI is a better alternative and also more affordable than Jasper AI. I'll leave a link for this in the description. Try it out. It is free for 3 articles. If you don't like it, let me know why, but I can assure you that most likely you will like it. Again, I'll leave a link for this in the description. Try it out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.